Good evening, my knitters. How are you? This is Wednesday, November the 13th. I'm coming to you from beautiful Newport, Rhode Island, which is a different venue than typical. I usually am in Ormond Beach, where it's bright and sunny, but we've come to Newport for a week, and I'm sharing with you all my yarny adventures. And there have been a few. So yesterday, I hope you saw the video that I went to the local yarn store in Newport called Knitting Needles, run by a lovely lady called Michelle. Michelle had some lovely yarn in there that was spun by local residents for and I'm going to get this wrong again, Hugs for Shrugs. I think that's it. Hugs through Shrugs. That's it. I'll put it in the link below. I do have it, and it is a legit charity. And I had a question about that today, and they're made of all kinds of different fibers. We've got alpaca, mohair, we've got some glittery kinds of stellino in there, that kind of thing, wool, alpaca, silk. And I think you would need to contact the owner of the store to get questions on particular skeins or colors that you would be interested in. So I just kind of wanted to add that at the beginning before we really get started into this. Should you have a question about that particular yarn? I purchased the pink skein that was for Jackie O, and it's called Just Jackie. So I just wanted to clear that up. So how have you been? We had an exciting day today. We did some touring. We went to a state park, visited a yarn shop in Wickford, Rhode Island. Yeah, it was a great day. I had a wonderful day. We had a great lunch, and we're back here. As you can see, we missed the sunset, but I got it on the phone for you before my phone died when we came home. I had to recharge before I filmed. So, if I haven't said so already, this is Recreational Knitting. My name is Karen. Welcome. All the things. You're always welcome here. This is a little different this week because we're in Newport. All right, let's see. What have I been up to? Last night I did very little knitting, but it was a couple hours worth. But on a sweater it doesn't look very much. But this is what I got done on my cardigan. So what is that, about an inch? And an inch around a bigger gal like me isn't nothing. So this is made with some lovely, rough, crunchy Swedish wool, which is full of lanolin, and it makes your hands feel nice and soft after you've worked with it. And it's just really lovely. So I really would love to get a big chunk of this done while I'm here, but it's a little too big for car knitting. So that's where I've gotten so far. I've split for sleeves, and eventually it will be a lovely cardigan. This is my first cardigan. I've never made one before. Just because purling, I know, I could do the reverse, reverse knit? Is that what it's called? Yeah, I could do that. I could learn that, but so far this is what I've been doing. I'm going to stick to it through this one, and we'll see how far we get. So I worked a little bit on this morning before we got going in the morning. Had coffee in bed again. It was very decadent. It was awesome. This is my Italian knitter's shawl. And I showed this to you yesterday. It's where I was, so I got a couple rounds in. It's starting to go in. You really can't see it yet, but it's there. And this is the yarn I'm using. It's Wonderland. I don't have the ball band. Don't know what happened to it. It probably is on the plain floor, is my guess. I usually stick them right in the middle, but I don't know what happened to it. But it is a sagey, silvery green, and it's 100% silk, made by Wonderland. Beautiful to work with. Yeah. As you can see, it's not beige, it's not white. It's got that little bit hint of green. Okay, and for my car knitting today, I know I showed you my finished Christmas sock. Can't wait till this is blocked because it's driving me a little nuts how it's flipping here and there. But that's my finished one. And I think I showed you yesterday that I'd only had, and I don't have a progress keeper on this because I don't have any here that aren't being used. I think I was, about here. So I did a little bit of car knitting today, in and out. So it's, it's progress. Great. But I really want to tell you about my exciting news about going to the yarn store in, I wanted to make sure I get this right, Wickford, Rhode Island. It's called the Mermaid's Purl. Those of you that live up this way, I'm very jelly. Yeah, very jelly. This is their card. And you can reach them at their website, www.themermaidspurl.com. Yes, it has an S in it. So, yes, it is one of the loveliest yarn shops I've ever been in. And you're going to get to see some of that at the end of this video. Beautiful. First of all, you walk in and you see all these ladies in the back. And they're all chit-chatting and talking and having a good time and a good laugh. They're sitting at the table enjoying each other's company. It's just lovely to see. Always a community with knitters. But yeah, really beautiful yarn. And I was directed by the owner of the store to check out their own colorway. And it's called Tidal Whispers. And it's by Bien Amiee. And let me see if I can get this. It's very difficult to see. Is that getting it in there? No, of course it isn't. Come on. Tidal Whispers. That's their shop colorway. So of course I had to purchase. It's really beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? It really is beautiful. All right. And this is DK weight. I don't have a lot of DK weight, so this is quite nice for me. But I've got to find a nice shawl pattern, I think, to take care of this. So, DK shawls are usually 2. So, this is what I got. It's a little bit bluer, but they didn't have the exact color, but I like it. I think it's beautiful, and it really is a better match when it's not on camera. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but this colorway is called Vespa. just like the little Vespa. And it's very Florida. So I think these will look grand in some kind of shawl. If you have any suggestions for some DK weight shawl that take 2 skeins, put it in the comments below. I really would love to know. We don't really get into DK weight too much in Florida, if you get my drift. So yes, this is what I purchased at the Mermaid's Purl. Quite out of my budget typically, but splurging on vacation is usually what we do. Sometimes I feel like this might be the last splurge, so we'll see. I forgot to tell you, of course, this is the Boot Hill pattern by Martha Wissing, I think. And this is made out of brown sheep wool that I got at the actual mill in Mitchell, Nebraska. It's actually one of my favorite sweaters, but you always have to have a t-shirt under it because, you know, it really does show the bra straps. If I made it again, I probably would use less stitches to cast on. It's a top down, and it's mosaic knitting. I really like this pattern a lot. So it's possible that I would make it again. I think I'm a better knitter now. I made this probably about, what, 3 years ago. And I bought a big bag of yarn at that place for $30-some, and I have at least another sweater that I can make from it. It's got 3/4 length sleeves, just like I like them. Anyway, that's what I'm wearing. I should have done that at the beginning. So I'm going to show you a little bit about today. We're going to go to a state park called Beavertail. It's in Jamestown, Rhode Island. It's an island that is kind of in the middle between mainland Rhode Island and Newport. And lovely, lovely island. Lots of wonderful things there. You know, they have an orchard and, you know, seafood market and markets. And So I'm going to take you on that. And then I'm going to take you to the little town of Wickford and show you some of the architecture. It's very difficult to really film in a town that's full of tourists, and cars are parked right on the sidewalk, literally. But I'm going to try to show you some of the beautiful homes that I saw. And then we're going to enter the yarn shop. I hope you enjoy this. It's a beautiful yarn shop. If you ever get to the Cape Cod, if you ever get to Providence, Rhode Island, if you're driving back from Maine, it's really worth the field trip. It is. It really is. So, on that note, knit in peace, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.